You can see the statement of the example. See, what is given? The liquid of density 865 kg per meter cube and vapor pressure 26.66 kilonewton per meter square is pumped. So the liquid having density of 865 kg per meter cube and vapor pressure 26.66 kilonewton per meter square is pumped. Now we have to pump this liquid having this much density and this much of vapor pressure. The distance between the level of liquid in the reservoir and suction line is 1.2 meter. Now we have to pump this liquid from this level to this level. So the level or the distance is given. The level of liquid in the reservoir and suction line is 1.2 meter. Loss due to friction in suction line is 3.5 joule per kg and reservoir is open to atmosphere. Reservoir, that is the tank from where you have to transfer the liquid. That reservoir is open to atmosphere. Right? And the loss due to friction, that is the term which is used as HF, that we have already seen in theory part. Right? So the loss due to friction in the suction line is given, which is 3.5 joule per kg. And reservoir is open to atmosphere. Now what we have to calculate? Calculate the net positive suction head of the pump. So from this data, we have to calculate NPSH, that is net positive suction head. We have already seen the theory of net positive suction head, that is the solution for the cavitation, that we have already seen in our theory part. So that formula which we have seen already in NPSH theory, that formula we have to use here to calculate net positive suction head. So let us first list out the data which was given. So in solution we have first list the data which was given. See, density of the liquid which is rho given 865 kg per meter cube. Friction loss in the suction line which is given 3.5 joule per kg, that is HFS. Loss due to friction in suction line denoted by HFS, which is given 3.5 joule per kg. Now the distance between the level of liquid in the reservoir and the suction line, that is the liquid which is transferred from the reservoir to the suction line, the distance between that two is given 1.2 meter. That is Z value, ZA value. Now vapor pressure is also given, vapor pressure of the liquid which is given 26.66 kilonewton per meter square, that is kilopascal. Fine. So 26.66 kilonewton per meter square, which is equals to 26660 Newton per meter square. As we have to maintain the unit consistency, we generally follow the SI unit. So here we have converted the vapor pressure of the liquid from kilopascal to pascal, which is equal to 26660 Newton per meter square. And the pressure over the liquid surface, that is the pressure in the reservoir or where the liquid is stored and from where we have to transfer the liquid. From reservoir we have to transfer the liquid, and that pressure given which is open to atmosphere. That is open to atmosphere means atmospheric pressure. So PA value, which is pressure over the liquid surface, is given atmospheric pressure. Generally atmospheric pressure is 101.325 kilopascal. So which is equals to 101.325 Pascal, or 101325 Newton per meter square. So these are the data which was given in the statement. And acceleration due to gravity, g value, we generally take as 9.81 meter per second square. So now we have G, rho, HFS, ZA, PV and PA dash. Here I have already mentioned the description of the notation. That means rho is equal to density of the liquid given, which is 865 kg per meter cube. Fine. So first of all, you have to list out all the data which are given in the statement. Now let us see the formula which is used to calculate net positive suction head, that is NPSH. Now this formula we have already seen in our theory part. See, NPSH is equals to PA dash minus PV upon rho. See, NPSH is equals to PA dash minus PV upon rho minus HFS minus GZA. Fine. So this is the formula which is used to calculate net positive suction head. So NPSH is equals to PA dash minus PV upon rho minus HFS minus GZA. Now if you see that now in this equation we have all the values. See, we have the value of PA dash, we have the value of PV, rho, we have the value of HFS, G and ZA. So by using this equation, we can now easily calculate the value of net positive suction head. Just we have to put all the data which are given in the equation. So let us solve this. Now substituting the values of various parameter in the above equation. Fine. So see, NPSH is equals to, this is PA dash which is 101325 minus PV, that is vapor pressure of the liquid, which is 26660 upon rho. Now rho value is also we have 865. Out of this bracket minus, this is the value of HFS which is given 3.5 minus GZA. G is 9.81 into ZA which is given 1.2 meter. So putting all this value, after doing this calculation, you get the value of NPSH is equals to 71.04 joule per kg. Now I want this value in terms of head, because what value we are calculating? Net positive suction head. We are calculating head. So we want the answer of NPSH in terms of head, or I can say in terms of meter. We have already seen this in case of Bernoulli's equation, how to convert this unit of energy per unit mass into meter or in terms of head. What we have to do for this? We have to divide it with the value of G. So now we have to do 71.04 joule per kg, divide this value with acceleration due to gravity G value which is 9.81. So 71.04 divided by 9.81, you will get the value of 7.24 meter. So NPSH, that is net positive suction head, value is 7.24 meter. I think you got the point how to convert this energy per unit mass into head. We have already seen this in case of Bernoulli's equation. How to convert energy per unit mass into head. And that's what I have done here. We are dividing this value of joule per kg to acceleration due to gravity. So you will get the value in terms of head. So my final answer of net positive suction head or NPSH is 7.24. So by this way we can calculate the NPSH in case of any centrifugal pump. Now let us see another example to calculate the efficiency of the pump. First, let us see the statement. A fuel oil pump delivers 400 meter cube of fuel oil per minute. So, you have given the volumetric flow rate. 400 meter cube per minute of fuel oil is pumped by consuming 2.5 megawatt of electric power. For transferring 400 meter cube per minute of fuel oil, we require 2.5 megawatt of electric power. The fuel oil relative density is given 0.95. Determine the efficiency of the pump if total head developed by it is 32 meter. So see, in this example, we have to calculate the efficiency of the pump, and the data given was volumetric flow rate of the pump, power required by the pump, and total head developed by the pump. These three data are given, and also the relative density of that fuel pump is given, which is to be transferred. So again, let us list out the data which are given. So in solution, first we have to list out the data. See, Q, capital Q, we use for describe the volumetric flow rate. So capital Q is equal to 400 meter cube per minute, which is equals to 6.67 meter cube per second. We just divide by 60 to convert it into minute to second. So 400 meter cube per minute is equals to 6.67 meter cube per second. PB, which is the power required to transfer this fuel oil, which is given 2.5 megawatt. So which is equals to 2.5 into 10 raised to 6 watt. Relative density of that fuel oil is given. I have already explained you how to convert the specific gravity into density, or as the relative density into density of the fluid. So relative density is 0.95, multiply it with the 1000, you get 950 kg per meter cube, which is rho value, density value. And total head developed by the pump is given 32 meter. Now from this much data, I have to calculate the efficiency of this pump. So to calculate efficiency, we have already seen the formula. But in that formula, we required mass flow rate. So first of all, we have to do conversion of volumetric flow rate into mass flow rate. We all know very well how to convert the volumetric flow rate into mass flow rate. Mass flow rate M is equals to volumetric flow rate into density. See here, mass flow rate M is equals to Q into rho. Q is what? Q is volumetric flow rate and rho is density. Fine. So Q into rho, which is 6.67 into density 950. So mass flow rate is 6336.5 kg per second. So now we have mass flow rate value from volumetric flow rate. So mass flow rate N is equal to 6336.5 kg per second. Now I have to calculate the efficiency. I have equation to calculate power. Power required by the pump is equal to mass flow rate into head into G divided by efficiency. You can also verify this with putting the units. So mass flow rate PB is equal to, power PB is equal to mass flow rate into head into acceleration due to gravity G divided by efficiency. Now in this whole equation, the unknown value is only efficiency. So put these all values which we have. Power is 2.5 into 10 raised to 6 is equal to mass flow rate we have already calculated, which is 6336.5 into head, which is given 32, into G 9.81 divided by efficiency eta. When you simplify this, you get the answer of eta is equal to 0.7956. But efficiency we always represent in terms of percentage. So multiply it with 100. Efficiency of the pump eta is equal to 79.56%. So by this way, using this formula, we can calculate efficiency. So in today's session, we have seen two types of the example, to calculate net positive suction head and to calculate efficiency of any given pump. So by this way, we can calculate examples of the pump. Thank you.